Shit happens. So tell me about how God can set things straight, since that's the updated title since I did the artwork. Tell me about it.
That song come about, we had just, I guess, come out of the studio doing our EP, and it was one of our first practice sessions. I think it was just me and Jeremy and Adam. We were messing around before Erica got there, and Jeremy was playing a riff, and I switched over to playing bass at this time, because we never did get a bass player, and I started doing that bass riff you hear, the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and we just jammed on it. When Eric got there, he changed a few things up. He's like, let's play this here, and that song was created, right after we got out of the studio the first time.
Did you? So you guys, is it the general formula for you guys to do the music, and then Eric does the lyrics, or does he come in and propose stuff as well to you guys?
There's not necessarily a formula. We just, if one guy's got a riff or a beat, Eric may have some lyrics, and we'll just kind of ride around that, Everything kind of happens organically, and it's been awesome so far. The songs have basically written themselves. I don't know if it'll always be that way, but it's sure been fun, doing that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it's still, you guys are writing good stuff. I mean, what made you guys do the Goodbye track? You did a piano version and a straight up acoustic version. What made you do the two different versions?
Well, the track for me, it was me saying goodbye to my mom. I actually wasn't here when she passed, and I never got to say all those things, and I had the guitar riff, and I think I had sent it to Eric, and the song just grew from there. For him, it was kind of an extension, from the Wish song from Dangerous New Machine.
Right.
Him kind of finishing out that, and Adam, our drummer, who plays every instrument, plays piano, and he plays very well, and he's like, we should do a stripped down, more stripped down, just a piano version of the song. And and we did it, and it turned out great. The response to that song has been really good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a touching and an emotional song. I mean, for anybody, I mean, I'm sure they could relate to it at some point, and if they can't, at some point in their life, they can and enjoy it for what it is. And it's still, to me, a good, even though it's acoustic and it's piano, it's still a good rock song to me. I mean,
I appreciate it, man. The song means a lot to us, and the people that have sent messages being like, hey, we really appreciate this, it means the world to us. To know that you've done something that's meant something to you, that you've reached all these people, and it means something to them as well,
Right, and it's got to be a good feeling, because it's very hard, to be accepted for anything that you write, regardless of how you meant it to be. It's very hard to get a good response, no matter who you are in this. I refer to it as the digital age, because there's so much out there in the masses. It's hard to get someone to pay attention to anything these days. I mean,
oh yeah, well, and part of some of the lyrics, I'm sure you listen to them, and God will set it straight, or can set it straight. It's about social disconnect. Part of it. No one talks to anyone anymore. We're just messaging back and forth. Yeah, it's I understand what you're saying. It's a lot to do with that.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, when I first started this show, it was 11 years ago. I think I was the only one doing it where I was actually had something playing on my website where you could click on it and it would automatically play. I mean, the times have moved very quick. There may have been 3 other guys doing it, and then the style that I was doing, and then you had these sites coming up like Blog Talk and these different avenues that were making developments and just letting anybody air their opinion. So, I mean, it's so consumed. It's hard to compete with anything, and that's why I do these little things with the CDs, and I make T-shirts and I make pins with my brand on it, because it's the only way to get people's attention. I mean, I could name 30 rock stars who I handed that pin to or have personally bought it from me that wear it, that say, hey man, everywhere I go someone asks me about that pin on my jacket. So that, you know,
that's awesome, man.
You gotta be creative in this day and age, and you know, like I said, just to get even one person to write you about that song is, you know, would be a great feeling to me anyway. I mean, just to know that I reached it. I know it sounds cliche, but in this day and age, it especially to reach a small group of people, it's so hard, man. It's a difficult process, and that's why we do what we do, because we want to get that. But
yeah, for sure, it's the response has been great, and you know, like you said, it's hard to. There's so much out there. You know, how do you filter through all that to find something that you relate to? You know, because most time, you know, people just scroll through their social media or whatever, and you're just you know, a blip on their page.
Yep. You're just up. I passed that guy. Yeah, I think I read about you. Yep. Yeah, that's why. I mean, the metal community here is very tight in Tampa Bay. I don't know if I'm exactly accepted. I mean, my show is accepted, but musically, I don't think. I think I was always a little off the chart, and I was never really accepted, even though we were popular. But I still built the bond with those people, regardless of, you know, if they liked my music or not. You know, tried to break through it, but now I got a different band that I don't speak of too much, because we're I can't. But I do want to play the track. I do appreciate you calling in. I'm going to play the song here, so I hope that when you're off the phone, you come and tune in and listen to the song being played, man. I appreciate you taking the time, and all the guys in the band.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having us. And real quick, I'd like to thank, you know, Warren and Rhonda Drake, you know, at the studio, Miriam Media, Luis Diaz, our families, and Scott Boland, for those guys supporting us, and you as well, and the Jay Stone Show.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, and all those guys did a great job. I'm a fan of Scott's interviews, and I watch a ton of his stuff, so I'm glad that we can all.
He's been a really big supporter of us, and you know, we appreciate him and you and everyone that's had a hand in my therapy, and you know, pushing us a little bit, you know, more forward and getting us out there. You know, we appreciate everyone that's done that for us. Yeah,
and I appreciate it, man. And it's gonna be great. And I'm looking forward to finally getting this thing released and getting on to the second one. So, but yeah, anytime you guys want to call in, if you got something to promote, just give me a holler, and you know, I'm there for you, man.
All right, bud, we appreciate it, and anything you need, you just give us a call. All
right, and here's my therapy. God can set things straight. I'm Jay Stone. You're listening to the live Bands to Burn 2 CD special at rockmetaltalk.com. Alright, because I don't want to steal my songs and my tracks and do all dumb, ungodly things, I lowered the volume on that one, and now I can't figure out where to plug my fucking headphones back in, Chief. Oh, there we go. There it is. Alright, I'm back. So, I don't know what to say. I'm randomly doing my show. I'll do my show when I can, when I do it. That's all I can say. So if you're listening, Ricky, I got your text. You can do your show on Tuesday night or Wednesday, whenever it is. I think it's Wednesday that you want to do it. Wednesday is absolutely fine. I'm doing my show randomly. If I have to do it at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll do it. I'll work around what you want to do. I'll work around what John wants to do. I'll work around what Cats and Yammer wants to do. It all goes to replay. So to me, it doesn't matter. I could do my show whenever. I could do it at 6 o'clock in the morning, and if people want to listen, it's going to go on to iTunes, and people can listen if they want, and I'll do the promotion of single link transaction posting, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But so Rick, yeah, you're good, brother. You're good. What are you calling it about? You can call if you want, man. I don't care. But that was my therapy. God can set things straight. So there's a little bit of a difference on the track title on the CD is what it's going to be listed on, and it's shorter anyway, so it helped me with the text. But all right, so we're going to work this all out right now. So let me get a pen and paper. All right, because Cats and Yam is messaging me. So we're going to do this. I'm going to write all of this shit down. So you want to call in, Ricky, you call in. So we're going to have Ricky. Ricky wants his show on Wednesday. WEDS, abbreviation. Cats and Yama. Yama. And we're going to play you, Cats and Yama. Don't worry. We're going to play you tonight. We're going to play your track. I'm even going to let people steal it and download it free. Cats and Yama. Let's see when Cats and Yama. I think he wants Saturday. Let's see. Saturdays for me at 7. So that I'll upload right before or whenever he does it. I'll upload it. So he's coming back on the 17th. So Cats and Yama's got that. The Plot Hole, which is a very good show, by the way, which is back. The Plot Hole featuring Johnny O and Jeremy Flair. Oh, Prickly Rickley's calling it. Jay Stone Chow. What are you listening? You got your radio playing? Lower that